Hello, everyone. You're welcome to today's class. Today's learning with Nai. We're learning together. Last week we learned how to wireframe with Balsamiq, and today we're going to do some more of that. Okay. Last week we learned how to create use a container. We use the web page. We learned how to put your the website address there, how to import um how to import logos. We learned how to create the first page. We learned how to name it. We learned how to duplicate it so that you don't have to keep doing the website and the logo on every page. Okay. So what again did we learn? We learned how to use buttons and how to use text, edit text, how to put colors. That's what we learned on this first page. On the second page, we learned how to use icons, how to align them neatly, how to space them also. We learned where to find the icons. Yeah, and today we'll be learning buttons. Okay, so the first thing you do is you rename the page after you duplicate it. So we have this as buttons. So we're going to link this page with our button. So when you click on this page, you're going to have buttons on the second page. The first will be linked to your login page. The second will be linked to buttons. Okay, so that you do that on all the pages. On the second page, we're supposed to have where you see links. This one is saying no link. It should be linked. Login page should be linked to login page. Buttons should be linked to buttons. No, sorry, icons should be linked to icons. And buttons, the third one, should be linked to buttons. Okay. So that simply means that when you're here, when you're on the first page, it can take you to any of the pages because they are linked. Sorry, we linked to buttons instead of icons. So we have icons and then we have buttons. Sorry, my voice is a bit low today. I don't know what I have. Maybe it's cold. I don't know what it is, but I'll try and speak up and have my little mic to help with that. So I think we're good. Okay, so if you're here and you want to go to the buttons page, you can go because it's connected, it's linked, or your pages are linked here as well. Yeah, I could see that the first page wasn't linked. The login page wasn't linked. So when you come here, you need to have them linked also because at any point you can just click and go to the page you want to go to. So we have our login, we have our icons, and we have our buttons. So you can find your buttons here under all, where you see all, but you can also find just buttons here on the all, everything else is there. So this is the button that I like to use. The more you can edit whatever you want to write on this button. Like on this button, let's say I want to write my name. Yeah, I think I like my name a lot, so why not? If not, okay. So you click on whatever it is on your button. Let's assume you can resize it, whatever size you need it to be. You can resize it. Okay, so that's the button to use, and then you have this button bar. This button bar is if you have if you have a lot of things you're putting on the button. Let's say You have under your website, you have contact us, contact us. Let's assume these are links. So they are separated by commas. You separate by commas. You have contact us. You have work with us. Work with us. You have about us. About us. You have maybe let's say there's a photo gallery somewhere. Okay, so this is how you use this. And then the interesting part is this can be, you can have put another comma and put so many more, as long as you put a comma and a space, it's going to give you this. So how do you link this? Let's assume you want to link this on the bottom. This is at the bottom of your website you're designing. Let's remember to make them align because we need people. This is in the middle, exactly at the middle. You saw that line. We spoke about it last week. The line indicates that your work is properly aligned. So let's assume you want to link all of this. It's simple. You just come down here and they are here for you already. So let's assume you have already created the wireframes for contractors, you've created the wireframe for work with us, you've created the wireframe for about us. In fact, let's do it. Let's not talk, let us do it. So we duplicate this. Remember I told you that duplication is the way. It is the way. Okay. So let's, oh, I'm not renaming it, guys. We're duplicating. Okay. So let's assume that this is the first buttons page, and then this one is the contact us page. So you're going to name it, rename it as contact us. Oh, it's big, capital, shouting. That's the contact us page. This is the work with us. I'm assuming that this will be some HR kind of page. So we're going to rename it work with us. Don't like all caps. It enters my eye. It bites my eye. Okay. Work with us. Good. So when you're here and then you have this, you want to link your contact us and your work with us pages, you come here. No. You click on just the button. You click on the button, and when you click on the button, you're going to have the options of link. So the contact us, we already created the contact us page that was shouting in caps. Then the work with us page, we have it. Yep. Yep. Okay. So if someone is on this page and wants to go to the contact us page, he can just alt click if he's on this mode, but if he's on presentation mode, you just click and it takes you to the page you want to go to. That's the contact us page. So this is the page we created as the contact us page. But before we get distracted with this, we're going to finish with our buttons. I told you we're gonna learn buttons today, so we're gonna learn buttons today. So okay. This is the checkbox. This one you can click. Let's assume what are those things that are checkable that need checkbox on forms? Like if they say, so checkbox is to indicate yes or no. When you click, it's always a yes. When you don't click, it's a no, right? So let's just say, I'm thinking of what normally comes on checkboxes. Things like, should we contact you? Like if they want to send you marketing emails and all of that. I can't quite remember how they come. So this is just to show that. So if you wireframe something like this, that's when if somebody needs to click on a checkbox, that's easy peasy. So you have this. It's a group of checkboxes. Plenty, plenty. So what I like to do with Balsamiq is I edit, just drag down and I edit. I don't like to create it somewhere else and input. I like to edit here. So let's say this is our checkbox. And the first one is let's say okay, you're selecting your age range. If you're 20, between 20 to 25, you select this. If you're 25 to 35, so that we finish fast. And then if you're 35 to 40 years old, you know, there would have already been something to show that is ages they're talking about. Okay, and then we can delete all these ones. No, let's add one more age range. Let's see if you're 49 to 8,000. Yeah, just because we can. Just because we can. So some of the checkboxes have been checked. So, okay, I'll show you. Oh, about 49 to 100. We're dancing just because we can for. Why is it now looking somehow? So, open it. 49 to 1,000. Something is amiss. I can't seem to. I'm going to take it out. Looks funny. Okay, so this is your checkbox. And then this individual has checked. So because you can open it and see that you just want one checked. Since it's a wireframe, the person cannot select two different ages. Then you take this out, you space again, and you close. So you can see how it looks. So it looks like you had a list of ages and someone selected that she or he is between 25 to 35 years old. I've never used this circle button. And since we're learning together, let's find out what it does. I really never had to use it, so I don't know. It just looks like a button to show plus, to show plus sign. Sincerely, I don't know what it's for. Let me see if you can. I think okay. Well, I don't know what that's for. So this is a color picker. It's just what it is. You can always change the color. This is my favorite color for today. Green. Tomorrow we'll have another favorite color. So this is a combo box. There's a button also that suggests a drop down. I think I'll do a complete video about drop downs because I don't know if on this one video I'll be able to teach that so it doesn't get too long. This is a date chooser. So you have from this date to a certain date. It shows you that you click on your calendar and then a date is populated. I'm sure this looks familiar. Never had to use this help button, but well, I think this is just what it is. A question mark to show the help. This is a multi button. If you have a line of text, it does something like this, but then it's longer. This text, this is to show it's going up, it's going down. If you have something like somebody needs to drop down on something that doesn't finish, numbers are better, so you can put that. So you can go up and down with dates. You're trying to find your year of birth, your date of birth. You can scroll up and down to search for it. Then hope we aren't taking too much time on buttons. Then the switch on and off. Nothing much about it. Just shows that you can switch on and off. Then we have the playback buttons. We have the radio button. I think we've done something similar to that. Radio button. Let me see what this is. Okay, so this is not a check box like we had earlier. This, but it does the same thing pretty much. But these ones are in circles. Okay, sometimes circles. No pity. I said delete. I said delete. Yep. Okay, so we're done with. Oh no! Did I do that on the icons page? What did I make? Such a big mistake. This is my icons page. Quite alright. This is my buttons page. So what I didn't do is to select. Okay, so when um you have your menu over here on the left, how you select which one. You see how I just got confused now. So if you click on the wireframe, you come here, you will see which one to select. I had icon selected, that was why I thought I was on the icons page. So if I go to buttons, it looks like we're on the button page. This is what it looks like. You have your login page, you have your icons that we did the other day. Now you have your buttons. So we're going to stop here for today. In our next class, we will learn forms. Yeah, so we'll learn forms. Like we learned how to link this with pages. We learned how to select from the menu. We learned how to use our buttons. We have a whole lot of them. A whole lot of them. Okay. Thank you. See you in my next class.